Hi, welcome back. This is another mini tarot lesson session, whatever you want to call it. And these are just tips and added meanings and insights that I've learned over the years. And today I'm going to be doing the nines. So we've got the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. Um, in each of these, they're all on their own. Um, there's some other suits where they're on their own. I think the eights, they're on their own as well. But here we've got the nines where they've been um, progressing on their journey. With the Nine of Cups, he's actually, I was going to say, he's actually quite content with himself. What I was going to say was, it's often referred to as the wish card. And in a lot of ways, yes, it is about wish, outcome, happy satisfaction. But the sort of, I don't know, the thing with the Nine of Cups is he's actually really smug. So he's kind of satisfied with himself in that kind of smug way, you know? So it's not that it's not a genuine happiness, but it's more about his own happiness, his own contentment, his own I want to say indulgence. He's got all those nine cups behind him. He's like, ha, look at what I got. So you put this next to the devil, and then you don't really have the most, harmonious combination, right? So again, I, it depends what cards are around the nine that will make me, around this Nine of Cups, it will make me consider whether it's sort of positively influenced or if it's a little bit self-indulgent. Yeah, so keep in mind with the Nine of Cups, I always find it a little bit more like, he's a bit smug. And we don't want smug. We want genuine joy, not satisfaction that serves just one person. All right. So the Nine of Pentacles, she has everything she needs. She's quite fulfilled. She's established all her own pentacles from her own efforts. Again, no one else is with her. This is just her own effort with her finances and work. Sorry, it's not focusing properly. Sorry. On her arm, she has a falcon, and falconry is actually a very expensive and time consuming hobby. So, kind of to me, it's a little tongue in cheek. Like, she has enough time and enough money that she can spend on a hobby such as falconry. So, this suggests how much money and security she has. It's about, reaching her own achievements. Um, it's very independent. Um, and again, this independence can also alienate, but it can also be a strength as well. It's something where people tap into their sense of self sufficiency, and it really does empower you as an individual when you do that. However, um, next to other cards, it can be that this woman or this Nine of Pentacles will find it difficult to maybe let others in, or might find it difficult to integrate in other relationships. So again, context is everything. But she has all the time in the world to do what she wants. This woman is in no hurry, and that garden behind her is really abundant. So it's a beautiful card. Nine of Swords. Again, it's only this individual. No one else is with them. No one else is making them anxious. No one else is making them upset. No one's hurting them. It's just their own fears and anxieties. The Nine of Swords is kind of like your worst fears. The worst fears that you would have, the worst fears that you're anxious about, that keeps you up at night. You can tell it's nighttime for her. So this is a card about those anxieties that will keep you up at night. If you can see where my thumb is, you can see two people sparring and fighting. And so that's the sense coming through this card, is that sense of sort of fighting with yourself. Sorry, fighting with yourself. The conflicts within the head, the mind. Swords are all about the mind and the thoughts. So, and nothing really bad is going to happen. It's just what she's worried about. Her head is in her hands. So, again, you want to pay attention to what's surrounding this card to see what the person's worried about. The Nine of Wands is, he's at the end of all the effort that he's put in. He's holding on to the ninth staff, and he's pretty much come to the end. Now he looks a bit guarded. He's got his bandage around his head. He's like, oh my God, okay, now what? What's next? He just wants to finish what he started. But he's on guard, and he's worried that all his hard work will be taken away, or all his hard work will be sort of not ruined, but sort of he's just about finished everything. So it's a very guarded nine. As I said, he's on his own. He's having to work on his own doing this. He's come to the ninth wand, right? So he's just about there, but he's still feeling like, okay, what next? So again, you kind of, and the bandage around his head really indicates this kind of battered and weary kind of sense of who he is and what he's been through. He's been through a lot. So he's like, okay, I don't know what to expect next. So, and you can see his body is turned away a little bit as well. And you also want to look at that too. You want to look at their body direction. Some of them, I know on the Seven of Wands, it's the shoes. It's really different. So sometimes looking at what they're wearing, the direction they're facing can be interesting and significant as well. And the last thing I did pull out, which I remembered, was the Hermit is the 9 of the major arcana. And so he kind of sort of symbolizes the whole of the 9. But with him, he's on his own, obviously. But he's turning to the light for his own illumination and introspection and his own knowledge and awareness. So he's not looking to anyone else but himself, and he's facing the light. So he's looking for the clarity, he's looking for the information, he's looking for the knowledge. Inside the lantern, you can see, is the star. So he's looking for the hope and the faith in his search at this point in time. But again, just with the 9, it ties into the rest of the 9 suit. But often just pay attention to how many characters are in there, what they're doing. And as I said, I think the suit of the 8s is solitary as well. So I don't know, maybe some of these messages or some of the things that came through the 9s might speak differently to you. Maybe you heard something or noticed something you hadn't seen before in the 9s. So let me know how you like this. Comment below, and I'll be doing more soon on some tarot. Have a great day.